ecobee makes some of the best smart thermostats on the market in the ecobee 4 and ecobee 3 Lite. Now the company is ready to drop its next smart home device, which looks to bring easy voice control through Amazon Alexa in any room of your house. This is the brand new ecobee Switch Plus, and I'll tell you all about it in this episode. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, editor-in-chief of GearLife.com. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about tech, gadgets, and gaming. So if you're into that kind of stuff, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below, along with the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future videos. As I mentioned today, we are taking a look at this right here. This is the brand new ecobee Switch Plus. This is ecobee's new smart light switch, which, similar to the ecobee 4, has Amazon Alexa built right in. The ecobee Switch Plus also supports a bunch of other smart home platforms like Apple HomeKit, Google Assistant, SmartThings, and If This Then That. And by the way, big shout out to ecobee for sending over the new Switch Plus and for sponsoring this video. Now, ecobee says that the Switch Plus brings us one step closer to a whole home voice future. What does that mean? Well, the Switch Plus has built-in far-field microphones and a speaker, allowing you to speak to Amazon's Alexa in any room that you have a Switch installed, giving you instant access to things like music, the news, and even smart home controls. And I don't just mean control of ecobee devices. Since it's Amazon's Alexa that you're using that's built into the device, it can actually control any other Alexa-powered device that you may have in your home, whether it's ecobee branded or something totally different. So in other words, I can talk to the Switch Plus and ask it to set my Philips Hue lights, or control my August smart lock on my front door, or even raise and lower my blinds. And I can do all this and control all these things from any room where I have the ecobee Switch Plus installed. And speaking of installation, getting the ecobee Switch Plus installed takes just about 45 minutes and is pretty straightforward. So again, this goes back to that whole concept of whole home voice. And I think it's something that we're gonna see more and more of, especially over the next couple of years as people get more comfortable with smart home devices. Whole home voice means that basically, no matter where you're standing in your home, you can speak a command out loud and have a smart assistant process that command. You don't have to look for your smart assistant. You don't have to be in the same room as your smart assistant device, because essentially you have a smart assistant device built in to every room. So you can imagine something like an Amazon Alexa or an Apple HomePod or any of these other smart speakers that are out there. You have to actually buy a physical device and place it somewhere. However, with something like the ecobee Switch, this replaces your light switch in that room. So imagine if you have an 8-room home and you have an ecobee Switch in each of those 8 rooms. Then, no matter where you're standing, all you have to do is speak to Alexa out loud, and regardless of where you're standing or what room you're in, Alexa will hear you, understand you, and process your command. So let me show you how the ecobee Switch Plus works with Amazon's Alexa. Here's a couple of tests I did asking it some different questions. Alexa, what's the weather right now?
Currently, it's 75 degrees with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds with a high of 75 degrees and a low of 51 degrees.
Alexa, tell me a historical fact.
On this day in 1980, CNN, cable news network, the world's first 24-hour television news.
Aside from the Alexa voice functionality, the Switch Plus has some other great features as well. It's got built-in motion and daylight sensors, which can automatically trigger your lights. So whether you want them to come on if you walk into the room, or if you want your lights to automatically turn down at sunset, you can do that. You can also set the ecobee Switch Plus to function as a night light automatically as well. If you're familiar with ecobee thermostats, you know they work with ecobee room sensors. These are placed in different areas of your home so that ecobee knows that there's someone there and can trigger smart home actions as well. The ecobee Switch Plus also has temperature and occupancy sensors built in, and a firmware update that's going to be released later this summer will allow the ecobee Switch Plus to pair with your ecobee thermostat, giving your thermostat much more information on where people are in the home. The ecobee Switch Plus was announced today. You can pre-order it right now. In the United States, it is $99, and over in Canada, it's available for $119, and they will start shipping and be available in stores on March 26th. Ecobee is also taking over South by Southwest right now, and they are running their ecobee smart home style makeover. If you want to enter that, head on over to ecobee.com/SXS SXSW for South by Southwest. So there you have it, guys. That was your look at the brand new ecobee Switch Plus. Now I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think of this and what you think of that whole home voice control concept as well. Do you see that happening in our future? Does it scare you? Let me know down in the comments and I'll meet you there for further discussion. As always, if you enjoyed this one, please do drop a like on this video, and don't forget, you can click or tap on my face when it appears here at the bottom of the screen in order to subscribe for free to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.